videos the other day and I realized I have not filmed a tag in forever. So I'm going to be doing the Grey's Anatomy tag. I was talking to my friend today about TV shows and she kept talking about how Castle didn't have like a Beckett or whatever, and I brought up Grey's Anatomy because I love Grey's Anatomy, and she's like, all Grey's Anatomy is like people hooking up in hospitals. And I was like, no, have you ever seen Grey's Anatomy? There is dynamic and there is storylines and there's plots and these characters are like great. It gets very dramatic and there are a lot of people that die. The only other thing you should know is that I'm still watching it on Netflix. I began to slow down in about January. I had to wait until season 12 was on Netflix to get to that point. I'm only at season 10 episode 15. I've never seen Private Practice. It's kind of like a spin-off of Grey's Anatomy, and I watched all of Private Practice before I started Grey's Anatomy. Practice first, so I know those characters a little bit better, and I love Private Practice also. It's an amazing. There are a lot of questions. Favorite male character has to be Alex. He can be like all hard, but he's really soft too, and he can be sweet and rude and everything, and he just has a great storyline. At first I really did not like Alex, but I warmed up to him and I love him now. Favorite female, I guess now would be a great time to put in the side note that I like everybody on Grey's Anatomy. There are a few people I don't like clearly I don't like the shooter, and I didn't like LaPegasus, the person that tried to buy the hospital, but for the most part all the main characters I really enjoyed some part of them. Favorite female is Amelia, Bailey, April. I know that's a lot of female characters, but I fell in love with Amelia from the start of her being on Private Practice, and even though I haven't seen her on Grey's Anatomy, I can just assure you I'm going to love her. Bailey I love because, you know, they called her the Nazi and then she got like all soft, and you know, as the show progresses you see more and more of how she's a human and how she's like affected by things. And then April I like because they bring in like the Christianity views and stuff, and I am a Christian and all that kind of stuff, so I like how it clashes with like the medical field. Favorite friendship has to be Mark and Callie. I just loved their dynamic forever. I know that they were kind of a couple at one point, but they've always been really good friends. And favorite couple, can I just say Mare and Dare? Least favorite male, honestly, besides like the shooter dude, I really couldn't think of my least favorite male. At one point I really didn't like that intern guy on season 10. I cannot remember his name. A lot of the new interns, I don't remember their name. I'm just gonna say Richard. I like Richard. I just feel like out of all the characters, least favorite female, person that dated Alex that had the baby that was pregnant that ended up being like a crazy psycho person. Least favorite friendship, Izzy and George, probably just because that friendship ended up in a couple and I hated that so much. Least favorite couple, George and Callie, because George cheated on Callie, and as much as I love George, I love Callie also, adore Callie. I've always thought Callie was great, and then George and Izzy just clearly didn't like them. Favorite actor / actress, actor definitely Patrick Dempsey. Honestly, I know it's weird, but I kind of have like an old man crush. I know he's like, how old is he, like 50, but I think he is so gorgeous. And if I have to pick an actress, either Kate Walsh, also the person that plays Derek's sister Amelia, Katerina Scorcombe something, I don't. Favorite season, I think season 9 is I believe is the season where they deal with the plane crash and everything that happened, and I really like the process of them recuperating from that and them building their hospital into something completely new and different, and I love that. I love when they decide to change the name, like literally like them saying that like Grace Salome Memorial Hospital thing. Oh my gosh, that almost brought tears to my eyes, guys, and I'm not a teary person. Least favorite season is season 3, I believe. I don't really remember what season 3 was. Season 3 starts off after Jenny died, and it just goes on, and honestly I just remember this season the least out of all the seasons. Favorite quote, this is very difficult for me, probably the one that Christina tells Meredith about like don't let him eclipse what you need or whatever, and that is in season 11, but I've heard about it and I really enjoy it. And she tells her that earlier too, like I believe whenever they're getting married or something. I remember her telling it before season 11. Maybe she didn't, but I really thought she did. There are so many great quotes. I love a lot of the quotes that Meredith used to give. On season 10 there aren't as many, but like she used to like start off with a quote and end with a quote, and I loved her quotes so much. If you guys want to look it up, it is Private Practice season 5 episode 15. There's like a little scene in there, and it's a great scene. It's where Derek talks about how there's a difference between being scared and having doubt, and he's talking to Amelia, and that's one of my favorite dynamics on the entire show is Amelia and Derek, even though it's not brought up in Grey's a lot. Sometimes it's better to stay in the dark because in the dark there may be fear, but there is also hope by Meredith Grey. Neither of these are my favorite quotes. We can't forget about two of the most iconic ones. Derek's "It's a beautiful day to save lives," and then the Meredith one, what is it, like "Pick me, choose me, love me," or whatever, because I am intense with this stuff. Okay, favorite episodes. The one where Izzy cuts the LVAD. I might not like Izzy, but that episode was great. The one about the shooting, even though that was tremendously sad, that episode was put together well. Where Meredith has the baby, Bailey, the one where like she almost dies. Demi Lovato came in as the guest star and pretended like she was crazy or whatever, and she really had like this hole in her ear or something, and Derek fixed it and Lexi helped and Alex was the doctor. My least favorite episode is the one where Christina gets the abortion, where Owen fires April and like sends her home. That was super terrible. And then the ones where George and Mark died, those are really sad. They're good, they're just sad. Favorite surgery, there have been so many. I love the conjoined twins one. They do it earlier on in the seasons, but it's really great. So the one where that guy has pica and they have to get something out of him. I don't remember what it was. I'm just really fascinated with it. If you guys don't know what that is, it's eating strange things. I don't do it. Oh, the surgery where the bomb is in the person's chest. Oh my gosh, that is intense. It's not really a surgery, it's more like them standing there, but that was so intense. Again, far-fetched, but great. A scene that made you cry. Derek getting shot made me cry so much. I knew he was gonna live. The plane crash. Scene that made you laugh. Honestly, I don't have an answer to this. I feel like there are a lot of scenes that have made me laugh, but I forget about them. When they go into the old guy's room and they'd be like, he can't hear or whatever, I laughed so hard that time that he woke up and was like, I have totally been listening to you all this time. I know all about your problems. I was just like, what in the world? Scene that made me angry. Oh, this made me so freaking upset, and that was Arizona cheating. I guess in a way I saw it coming, but it just made me so mad. I was like, why are you doing that? Don't do that. Most epic GREYS moment. The bomb thing, Christina working on Derek when he got shot, and Izzy doing the brain surgery out in the field. A character I missed the most, George and Mark for sure. If I had to pick which one, probably Mark. Favorite season finale, probably prom night, because after like season 2 or 3, all of the finales just ended up tragic or bad. Saddest death, George and Lexi, because Lexi, I guess you didn't really see coming. She died at the scene or whatever, and then George because they didn't know it was George until he almost died. Best dancing scene, the one where Christina and Meredith like jump up and down and stuff, you know, like whoa, that was great. If sick, who would be your doctor? Probably Meredith. I don't know why. I trust her after she tampered with Derek's Alzheimer's trial, but all of the other characters have just fell off the wagon in some way too much. Although I enjoy Christina, I'd want her to be like a second or third opinion. Most underrated, I feel like, is Alex. He's never in the main plot lines. I mean, I know he's a main character. I just feel like the major stories, he's never fully into them. And most overrated was probably Christina, although she's not on there anymore. Favorite elevator scene where George does the surgery on the heart dude. Time favorite thing from GREYS, I suppose, is the brain surgery that Izzy does. How long have I been watching it? Probably since like September or October. Favorite intern? Well, currently the interns are like different people. It's the one that stays with the babies after they do the 3D printer thing on the hearts, because the guy apparently has more important things to do and the flu's running around and he thinks he has it. So what would you surgical specialty be? Either peds or neuro. This video ended up being kind of long and it wasn't exactly funny or anything. I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video though. I really enjoyed making it for you. I love Grey's Anatomy. I could talk about GREYS for literally hours. Give this video a thumbs up if you like GREYS or love it or don't like it. You know, whatever. Just leave a comment down below so we can chill and hang and talk. I love you guys and I'll talk to you in a little bit.